My ceramic project has already been sanded. If you haven't watched the video for that, go back and do it. So this has been sanded and rinsed. I have my underglaze here and my glaze here. If you haven't watched the videos about those, go back and watch them. I have some glaze brushes, these long-handled brushes we have in the ceramics cabinet. They're like watercolor brushes. They're very soft and fluffy. Do not leave them out for other students to use, because if they get paint in them, they'll get ruined. This is also a different type of glaze brush. It is for covering large areas. I'm going to start by painting one coat of underglaze on a bunch of lines. It's important that you actually paint 2 to 3 coats of underglaze on your pieces, and you have to let them dry in between each coat, otherwise you will accidentally push the first coat around and it will get ruined. Glaze is water soluble, so if it dries in your brush, you can always wash it out. Okay, I've dried these with the heat gun, and let me show you how dark a wet stripe is compared to a dry one. So you can see that the wet underglaze is a lot darker than the drier ones. I'm gonna go ahead and add my second coats here. I'm going to do a third coat on this last one. Now I'm going to rinse my brush and put on a coat of glaze. I'm going to do a second coat on this middle one and the last one. Adding glaze doesn't just make it glossy, it also makes it non-porous and waterproof and food safe. And I'm putting a third coat on this last one. If you make a mistake like this, you can just clean it off with a wet sponge. Actually, if you want to start over from scratch, you could just wash your piece in the bucket in the sink. Another way you can apply glaze is with a sponge. You just put it on and then dab it.